Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Hat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's a great week, a lot of cool stuff to talk about this week. Going to start with the DC guys. It's a big week for Robin. Batman and Robin Eternal is your latest and greatest weekly book from our friends at DC Comics. There's monster variant covers for all your DC books this week, or some of them anyway, so I'll show them where appropriate. This is Grayson, the original Robin, with your cool creature from the Black Lagoon cover there. And Robin, son of Batman. And We Are Robin. Rounds out your Robin stuff for the week. Told you it was a big week for that guy. Those guys, I should say. Batgirl, your other Bat sidekick. Batman 66, one of my favorite Bat titles. And the Darkseid War, Batman one-shot, rounds out all of your Bat books for the week. This Justice League stuff has been huge. If you're one of the 3 people that doesn't read Justice League, you want to grab number 41 to 45, the latest books. Pick up this week's Batman one-shot. Anything with Darkseid's awesome. And Justice League 3001, also with Batman on the cover. It's your other Justice League book of the week. And in other monster covers, Superman, number 45, with your cool Godzilla cover there. Flash 45, DC's latest TV star. Aquaman with his cool monster cover. Aquaman might be flying under your radar ever since Jeff Johns left the book, but you might want to jump back in because it's been pretty cool. Cyborg and everyone's favorite Deathstroke with cool zombie Deathstroke on the cover there. And your new Suicide Squad monster cover with your Harley mummy there. Cool stuff. Rounds out your DC monster covers for the week. Art Ops is your first issue Vertigo book this week. Always encouraging you guys to grab first issues of new Vertigo titles because they have a long history of being super awesome. Not your usual superhero fanfare. So if you're looking for something a little different, a little darker, always want to check out Vertigo. This is their anthology book. Always encouraging you guys to grab anthologies like this Vertigo one, like Dark Horse Presents. Again, some a little different. Short stories, one-shot, self-contained. Some of the best creators in comics doing edgier stuff than you usually see, so that's always good fun. Great week for my friends at Marvel. Let's talk about first issues. This is the first issue of Angela, Queen of Hell. You can read more about this one in our newsletter. She's been really popular since jumping over to the Marvel Universe. Asgard's Assassin and 1602 were really popular, so I want to jump in on that one and see what all the hubbub's about. Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1, just in time for Halloween. I myself buy anything with Dum Dum Dugan in it, because I love me some bowler hats. Cool stuff there. And Unspeakable Squirrel Girl, your other first issue of the week. Marvel's got a whole bunch of relaunches going on, so want to keep up with those guys each and every week. Let's talk about second issues. This is the second issue of Sam Wilson, Captain America. You know this is my pick of the week because, well, it says Captain America on it real big. New Avengers #2, my other pick of the week because, you know, I pick up anything that says Avengers on it. Spider-Man 2099 #2. Again, Marvel's in the middle of a lot of relaunches and more every week. So check their website, be on the lookout for a lot of hot new titles. Civil War books wrapping up this week. This is your last issue of House of M. This is your last issue of Where Monsters Dwell. Where Monsters Dwell is by Garth Ennis, which means it's not an all-ages title. If you've been following the other ones, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you might want to jump in on that one because Garth Ennis is always hilarious. And your Secret Wars official handbook out this week. Cool homage to an original cover from the old series. I love these official handbooks. They tell you everything you ever wanted to know and then some about all your favorite characters, planets, events, whatever have you. So if you've been a little left in the dark by some of these Secret Wars characters, grab the official guide and read up on all about them. And your last issue of What If Infinity. Again, I love all this what if stuff. You can always talk me into an alternate reality version of some of my favorite titles. This is your Dark Reign one. Last week's Guardians of the Galaxy was really cool. And Deadpool versus Thanos rounds out your Marvel books of the week. You love anything Deadpool, I love anything Thanos. It's a book for everybody. And of course, they've got a couple of things that say Star Wars on them. This is Chewbacca, second issue of a really cool book. And Kanan the Last Padawan picks up from your Rebels stuff. That's your Star Wars books of the week. Like I say, great week for my Marvel guys. Good week for my friends at Dark Horse. Yes, I never miss a chance to talk up Hellboy. This is the first issue of a new Hellboy in the BPRD series. If you've been ignoring me for 13 years, maybe now is the time to pick up the first issue of a Hellboy book. You don't have to have read all the other stuff. All Hellboy series, while they tie into the overall thing, they're also self-contained. That's the kind of genius that Mike Mignola is. So read some Hellboy, because it's awesome, just in time for Halloween. Conan the Avenger, always talking up the great job they do with their Conan line. And yes, it says Avenger on it, so it's in my box. And Fight Club 2, another big hit from Dark Horse. It's the sequel to the awesome movie that you remember and love. The book is written by the same guys, so it's just as cool. Cool week for the Image, folks. Black Magic by my man Greg Rucka. You know, I'm always talking up Greg Rucka. He's an all-time great. This is your first issue, Gotta Have It Image book of the week. Chew is another book I like a lot. One of their better titles. It's going to be wrapping up pretty soon, so if you don't know anything about this one, grab the first issue $1 reprint or grab the first trade paperback. Kind of different, but a lot of fun. Odyssey. And I want to mention Spawn. It doesn't get more classic Image than this guy. Yes, the book still runs. Yes, it's still popular. This is number 257, the longest running Image book there is. So if you used to read it back in the day, pick up the latest issue. This is the first issue of a new arc, so like I say, if you've been out for a while, it might be a good time to jump back in. John Carter, Warlord of Mars is my Dynamite book of the week because I love anything Warlord of Mars, classic science fiction. They do a great job with this title. And The Mighty TMNT is my IDW book of the week. Everybody should have a Turtles book on their list because the Turtles are awesome. And Book of Death is my Valiant book of the week. Always encouraging you guys to try and find a Valiant book. I think Rye is cool, Exo Manowar is cool. Just look at that Book of Death cover. Comic book guys love books with skulls on them. Super cool. And a great week for kids' books. Sesame Street. They had a first issue a long time ago and then sort of fell off the radar, and now it's back. This was really one of the more genius books of Free Comic Book Day from a couple of years ago. So if you've got a little one, or if you're like me and you just love Ernie and Bert, hey, put it in the middle of your stack and no one will know that you're reading Sesame Street. Simpsons Comic Explosion. This is a huge, uber-sized, cool, prestige format Simpsons comic. You know, I'm always talking up Bongo and the great job that they do with their Simpsons books and Futurama. Just as funny as the show. And 2 issues of Walt Disney Comics and Stories this week. It's your Disney anthology book. Been talking about how cool it is to see Disney comics back in shops. This is number 274, and this is the 75th anniversary issue. Like The Simpsons, this is a double-sized, prestige format, cool paper stock. If you're a Disney fan like me, you definitely want to be following these Walt Disney anthologies. Tons of fun stuff. Lots of great books, so make sure you check those shipping lists, get down to your shop, pick up something super awesome. Want to mention all the Halloween festivities going on this weekend. Friday night, 7 to 9, 18 and over. It's going to be scary stuff going on here. That's our big Halloween spooktacular. Wouldn't be Black Cat Comics without it. So don't miss out. Get on down here Friday night. And then all day Saturday, we're giving out comics to trick-or-treaters. Bring the little ones by in their costumes and get some free comics. Super fun stuff. You can go to HalloweenComicFest.com for all the information on those books, or to find the shop near you besides the one in Rocket Milpitas that's giving away free comics, because that's tons of fun. Also want to mention that we're doing a special Halloween edition of our podcast this week, so keep up with the Facebook page so you can see when we post that. That's all I got for you for this week. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out at blackcatcomics.biz. Check out our cool YouTube channel, or just get on down here to Rocket Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.